Last time in Star Wars Chronicles, the Prophesied King. A little fun this episode as our heroes decided to take part in the Hunter Games that Drapier introduced them to. David went in along with Anto, who both seek out to try to win or at least get some sort of accomplishment out of it. Terry decided to be his coach, whereas David forced Terry to decide to be his coach, so they can learn to be a better team going forward. Though the first round was sloppy, they did manage to get pulled through as they got third place along with Drapier, Anto, and Joe. The final round commenced as they noticed a new rule came in the final round, and though it left a lot of them confused, they went along with it to see who can come out on top. Despite all his efforts in defeating Drapier, David unfortunately lost to Anto at the last second, causing him to win the entire event. Though it was a failure, he did come out at least with their team in friendship with Terry, and thus they continued their adventure as such. Episode 25, Legend of the Beast. And it has once been said that there was a beast of the curse that roamed the lands long ago. Though it was only rumors, this beast was said to pertain great power unlike anything else. They say there is a temple dedicated to the beast on the island. Yet most are unsure that the tales were true or not. With the sound of the book closing, Drapier looks up to see Mikey and Dragano with a slick grin outside the lab. Does this sound interesting to you? Both Mikey and Dragano seem confused. I fail to see how this helps us with our training. Drapier gave a slick look. In case you forgot, we have no idea what the next trial is. Now, I'm not sure if it's coincidence or fate, but I found this book in the mail for me as a reward for getting third place. A dumb reward if you ask me, but I was not gonna just read it, so I did, and I have this gut feeling that I might relate to the next trial. Looks for Mikey's input. Well, that is true. How can we assume that? For all we know, the next trial could be something completely different. Drapier thinks it over. That is a good point. Assumptions could lead to unforeseeable demises. But with how long it's been, we might as well check it out. Who knows, there's a chance it could lead to the fifth trial as well. Mikey takes it into consideration before making a decision. If you want my inputs, I kinda agree with him. Hearing it out myself, it sounds like we can find something. I suppose you're right. I guess we should go to it then. Drapier takes the lead. Good, and while we're at it, I want you two to be on your beyond states the whole way through. Think you can do that? Both Mikey and Dragano glow in their aura around when nodding confidently. Let's go and learn about this beast. He leads them inside where they see Terry eating soup along with Sierra. Drapier walks up to him confidently. Sir, we require that you give us a portal to the island of the cursed. Terry gives him a bored look as he does so. I'm not doing anything today anyway. I already have my 2 episodes. Drapier continues to lead as Sierra stops him from doing so.
Wait, what are you guys doing?
Drapier looks back at her confidently. We are going to learn about a beast that can relate to this next trial. Sierra takes it on as she pushes her soup away.
Can I come?
They all shrugged. I don't see why not. Sierra rushes over to them with excitement.
Thank you, I've been itching to do something for a while now.
They didn't mind her as they walked through the portal. As they did, they saw a city that seemed cleaned, yet there was multiple buildings that were damaged in one form or another. They see many beasts, whether lions, alligators, or sort of completely new that walked around, doing their daily lives. Some of them were eating some bizarre food that was big in portions, while some were just doing some jobs. Drapier takes a deep breath as he looks around. It's good to be home, eh, Dragano? Dragano himself took to the sky as he didn't want to be noticed. Drapier and the rest look up to see that. Sorry, if I were gonna notice, we'd be here all day. We should probably stay on track. They nod as they walk through.
It's quite busy today.
More of a slow day around here. This island is much bigger than what we are stepping on right now. They say it's its own continent. Drapier waves at some of the others around them. It's hard to believe that all of them were actually humans. First off, rude. Secondly, most of these guys are already long cursed thanks to their ancestors. I know mine once pissed off the magic elemental cause he has to be this. Regardless, while it's to some it could demoralize, to us it brings a new way of living. Why keep making the cursed part of our heritage stop us from living? Maya looks over to see some of them conversing. I guess I can see it. Mikey then sees a map drop in front of them. He looks to see Dragonel shout them. You might want to use that if you're confused. He did see some of the civilians look up to him and shout.
Oh my god, is that our king?
Dragonel gave a groan as if he bolted. They cheered on as they saw him fly. Drapier laughed as this was happening. One thing you should know about these people, they really respect their king. And noticed some of them were even bowing.
Almost too much if you ask me.
I can now see why he didn't want to get noticed. Drapier pushed him along. Come on, let's not waste more time. They finally reached the outskirts of the city to see the lush fields around them as well as a couple of forests. Some other civilians were traveling with wagons or by foot. Now, if I remember correctly, the forest we need to go to is the Storm Forest, named after the long-lost hero Eric Storm.
He must be a really good hero for that to happen.
They kept walking on discussing. Yes, he was. As one of the first royal guardsmen of the first generation of Dragonel, he watched the kingdom for years as the Second Great War took place. Unfortunately, despite his skills, he went missing in action to where he was never seen again. That is, until he was found dead within that very forest. Only a cursed person such as him would cause such an uproar. And as of now, no other royal guard can match his stature.
Who's the royal guardsman now?
A bunch of nobodies, a lot of ass kissers that you can clearly tell someone is pissed at. Maya looks over to Mikey. You know, I am curious who you choose to guard you. Do I need one? I probably could handle myself. Gary looks back at him before he enters the forest. It's not just you. As the royal you are, you can bet someone will want you dead. If not Darky, someone else out there. It doesn't matter if you are the strongest being in the universe. You or the people you love will need that extra layer of protection. Seer hears all this while thinking. Good point. I'll make sure to think about that when I get the chance. Dragonel finally came down to there a little furiously. Thank God that's over. We better find this temple you speak of. They read nods as they continue into the forest. They look around and see the tall trees surrounding them. The temperature also got significantly hotter as well. Except for the two dragons, that is. How can you survive this heat? What heat? Megan shouts as Sierra stops him from moving.
Watch it, we aren't alone in this forest.
He looks out and sees a large centipede crawl in front of them. Dragonel looks back while laughing. Relax, it's just Willy. He's a self-proclaimed caretaker of the place. Willy mumbled under his breath as he walked away from them. Maya gives her an odd look as they continue moving forward. Sierra seems weirdly vigilant as she looks around. Maya takes notice as they march forward. Are you okay? Don't tell me that he's getting to you already. Sierra looks back at him while also behind him.
I'm fine, just making sure nothing comes out at us from the blue. You can never be too careful, like some that carry a disease.
Drapier shakes his head at hearing that. Can you believe these people, Dragonel? Constantly speaking ill about our kind.
I'm not...
Drapier was laughing again. I'm just screwing with you. You can relax. Even if we have something poisonous to attack you with, we ain't hurting you unless you piss us off for some reason.
Well, Anto or Team Magna could be out there, for all we know. You can never be too careful.
Maya pats on her shoulder. In case you don't realize, both Dragonel and I are in our beyond states. I think we'll be fine. They kept moving forward as the noises of the many were heard from each direction. It was big, taking them a good deal of time to get around. How large is this forest? It is one of the largest landmarks in this island. Finding this long-lost temple would be incredibly challenging given the fact that it's long-lost. Drapier was reading through the book as they walked through. There is nothing in this book that indicates where this place is. Unless you guys know of anything. They all shook their heads. Alright, I suppose we can take a short break as we try to figure this out. They rested around some rocks while making Sierra rehydrated. It was getting hotter by the second as they sweat bullets. Mikey was taking the worst of the heat.
Are you okay? You seem to be struggling.
Maya kept trying to catch his breath. She did give him the rest of her water.
You can take some of mine if you need.
He pushed it away. It's yours. I'll be fine. Drapier and Dragonel were reading through the book to see if they can find some sort of clue. It just says in this forest. No hints, no signals, nothing. How much should this legendary beast exist? Drapier kept thinking as he read. Drapier looked over to see the two humans struggle. This is a waste of time. We should call it quits before they die of heat stroke. He remained silent. Well, Drapier? Hold it, I'm thinking of something. With a few more seconds of silence, he looked back and forth through the book. Okay, I got nothing. They gave an annoyed groan. You mean to tell me we've been swinging like a waterfall while we have no idea where the damn thing is? What? No, I know where it is. I just need to keep reading. Sierra comes over while sweeping the book from his hand.
You heard him. We are heading home. This temple doesn't exist, and it's way too hot. As one of our team members, I request we go home.
Drapier takes it back angrily. If you guys keep playing like this, then fine. Go home. I can find this thing all by myself, I have to. He walks forward as he continues to read the book. Sierra goes over to help him up.
Come on, let's go. We'll check up on him later.
May takes her help. Sounds like a plan. Dragano goes over as well. I know the quickest way out of here. Follow. He knows something off as he takes charge. He looks over to investigate. The other two follow curiously. What did you find? Dragano pushed away a few branches to see an odd-looking stone. He touches it while investigating the weird hexagons that were attaching themselves to each area. I think people have seen this stone, but paid it no mind. Yet, for some reason, he bunches the stone to break it, revealing a random hole under it. The others seem surprised as he knows this.
Good find.
Drapier using his guts, might as well use mine, but to make sure, he flies in the hole as they watch. Dragano. They heard him push something as the hole opens to reveal a staircase going further down. Drapier noticed this as well. Well, I'll be damned. He found it. Dragano came back from the ground a little prideful. There's nothing the king of the curse can't find on his own island. Maya gave a laugh as he began to walk down. Sure, I bet you know all the secrets. Sierra sits in front of him before he walks in.
I'll go ahead. There might be something guarding this temple for all we know.
Maya rolled his eyes as they kept going deeper. They entered the temple to see it be dark for a few seconds, where they see a couple of torches lit in different colors light along different columns. They investigated the place in awe. How unique. The legend was true after all. We don't know that for sure. It could be something else that this place is made for. Dragno is reading some of the symbols on the wall. These symbols, they're old. They're old elemental writings. I have seen before through other books and writings.
Elementals, huh? Why do we keep hearing about them?
Dragno looks back while reading more symbols. There were some of the founding fathers of the universe, learning and practicing different elements that make up this realm, yet those were eons ago. All that's left of them were writings passed down through relatives or books. You could say they were the first beings with abilities. I see. Do you know what it says then? Dragano walked back less confident. I only know the basics. There's nothing here that I can fully make out. They didn't hear a voice behind them.
Ah, there are more of you down here.
You see Shine walk down to their level sternly. Oh, it's Layton's apprentice. Sierra and Drapier looked and confused. Did you say more of us? Shine looks at him with the same stare.
You heard me. Yet I can't tell you who. But that doesn't matter now. You are here for a reason. To learn about the beast, am I correct? Indeed. And we've suffered a lot to get here.
Shine walks in front unfazed.
Had to make sure, yet I can't just merely tell you. It would be better for me to show you what I'm talking about. Follow me closely.
He opens the door in front of them as he leads the pack. The others just shrugged as they march forward. How did you know we were down here? Shine looks back at him silently. Was it fate that brought us here?
I can neither confirm nor deny that answer. It's best if you keep your mind on the task at hand.
Sierra tugs on his robe to stop him.
Yet, for all we know, you could lead us to our graves. You better answer us or I will.
She stays in place as Shine forces her back effortlessly.
Calm yourself. I'm not your enemy. I'm only doing what my master tells me to do.
Oh, so it's by Layton's command. Shine looks at him sternly again.
Like I said, keep your mind on what's important. Speaking of which, look at that wall.
They look over to see a dragon symbol along with 6 hexagons attaching to him. Is that the beast?
Indeed. Or what's supposed to be them.
He walks over while bringing his wand out. After touching the symbols with it, the ceiling around them lit up with different symbols.
Do you guys know about the first generation of Dragonel?
My ancestor? Of course I do. At least a little bit.
He was forever cursed to be a dragon, thanks to the magical elemental long ago. Yet, instead of feeling sorry for himself, he used his newfound abilities to defeat said elemental.
The tale is all his time. Yet what does that have to do with this beast? Shine shows him our image of Dragonel and the white dragon in armor.
Him and his best friend Eric Storm formed the nation upon this island. Only these two know about the beast you seek. The magical elemental wasn't going to go down that easy after his defeat. He gave out one of the last spell to someone, that being the last of the elementals, the elemental of energy.
You look up and see a shadow of a man.
That's dark. Well, since he was the last of the elementals, he was obviously desperate. That man turned into his own dragon, one possessing the abilities of each and every dragon to ever live in this universe, as well as one key aspect to call his own.
Is it disgusting?
Sort of. It's the thief ability. It is energy-based that allows you to steal one's energy for your own, making you stronger in the process. This beast went to fulfill that mission, and he proved to match Dragonel easily, almost coming on top, but the king wasn't going down that day, and with the help of his friend, they managed to kill the beast for good.
Mine looks over to see symbols once more. I feel bad for him. It's such a bad way to go. Shine showed an art image of the dragons constructing the temple.
They felt the same as well, so they made this temple to honor his sacrifice. Without a name, they called him the Polymerized Dragon, a name to be told only through legend.
The vision went away as he looks back at them sternly.
Now it should be stressed that another dragon like him could show himself, which means that it could be your next trial.
Is it? Shine remained silent as he looked at him.
You heard him answer the question.
Shine shook his head in disapproval.
Quit looking for the quick answer. It's just going to lead to slower results. Instead, you should be worrying about all of the angles possible. It could be this dragon, it could be even me. The point of your trials are to prepare you not only for Darky, but for your royal kingship, which leads to your next task. I recommend you should speak to your mother right now. She has something extremely important to tell you, which also means to let your beyond form down.
Mikey nods. He does just that. What does she have to say? Mike goes over to a wall and sit by it. Only one way to find out. He goes to sleep while thinking about his mother. He hears her faint voice in distance.
Michael?
Maggie wakes up to see himself in the cell room with his mother looking a little worse. He notices this concernedly. What happened to you? Morgan smiles like nothing has happened.
Don't worry about me. Just paying the consequences of my mistakes.
Mistakes? He looks around to see her chains get reattached to the wall.
It was foolish of me. I could have never made it out of here no matter how hard I tried. I felt better after a while, so I figured, why not? But I got too carried away.
Maggie's about to hug her. Don't do it. I promised I would come rescue you.
And I had faith you will. It's more that I felt overconfident in myself. Darky has gotten stronger in the past year.
Maggie kept hugging her tightly in sorrow.
But it's fine. I'm okay. You don't have to worry about me.
Maggie lets go while taking a deep breath. Alright. Shine said you had something important to tell me regarding the Polymerized Dragon.
Polymerized Dragon? What is that?
What do you mean, what is that? They both look at each other confused.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but I do have something else to tell you.
Go on.
Darky is back on the hunt for you. He has got wind of your location as well as your new allies. I think you are on the cursed island, correct? You need to get out of there immediately.
Maggie seems shocked to hear this. How did he... The scene cuts back to Temple as Yora's watching him sleep. I wonder what he's talking about. I'm guessing some mushy mother and son stuff. I would be lying if I didn't say I envy him. Syria kept looking at him constantly.
Me too. I wish I could talk to my... Me too. I wish I could talk to my mother again.
She died of illness, correct? Sierra held back some of her tears as her memories came back.
It's fine. I'll make sure no one else dies on my watch.
Drapier holds her shoulder in comfort. Everyone has their time. You and I as well. You can protect all you want. It will happen. Which is why we should try living our lives instead of fearing death. Sierra then looks at him back as her tears go away.
That's the thing. I don't know how I want to live my life.
She then looks back at Mikey sleeping there.
But I do think I found my purpose.
She then sees Shine walk away quickly.
You should probably leave, as it isn't safe to be here.
Why is that? They see rocks forming in front of Shine as he runs away. It took former drag with metal armor to attach himself. Holy shit. It came flying over while punching Dragonote away swiftly. He hits a wall hard while letting go of his beyond state.
Did he?
Drapier helps Sierra way back before it attacks him. Be careful, it's Eric Storm. But why? Shine comes back in.
Both of the dragons wanted something to protect this temple from evildoers. And to make sure it's thorough, it attacks everyone that enters.
The rock came over to try and attack them again. Drapier went away to try and match, but he felt his fist bleed as he punched it. He backs away while shaking it. Not the brightest decision. Sierra shoots one of her beams to try and attack it, but does nothing. She wanted her eyes into this. What was that supposed to accomplish?
You mean to tell me that thing doesn't have a soul? It's magic, not alive.
She went transparent to avoid the attack. Great. And my strength alone is enough to attack it. We need to get out of here. Sierra looks over to see both Dragonote and Mikey later unconscious. Sierra? She goes over to skid Dragonote, who also went transparent. She touches him. She looks over to Mikey. What are you doing? We need to leave. She then looks over to see him angrily.
Bring Mikey towards me.
Drapier looks over to see Mikey try to wake up, but he couldn't. He nods as he goes over to get him. The rock dragon notices as it goes over to attack. Drapier defended, but it was too hard for him to absorb. He hits the wall in pain. That was tough. There's no way we can beat that thing. Sierra looks back over to Mikey, who was still sleeping. He then sees a short vision of her mother laying in a hospital bed. With those visions, she throws Dragonote over to him. She jumps over and makes them go transparent while touching them. Now she holds out her hand.
Quickly, get over here.
Drapier notices as he gets up slowly. While flying over, the rock dragon tries to hit back, but it misses as it goes transparent, like the rest. Good work. Now what? She looks at the rock dragon staring at them. Meanwhile, Mikey kept conversing with his mom. I'm sure it'll be fine, but how did Darky figure it out? She looks at him sternly.
Some group named Team Magnet disclosed your location.
Mikey seems shaken again. That's not good. They know where we live. Warren rested her hand on his shoulder.
I know, but there's no need to worry. They haven't told him about where you live yet.
Why not? Morgan stares at him with a smirk.
They want that prize by all means, even if it means lying to him. In fact, they are hoping for something else to happen there than your death.
That's stupid. Even telling him would give them the reward.
They don't know that. I guess you can say they are dumber than they look. It's a stupid plan, yet they're sticking with it.
That plan being?
They want to make some sort of beast. If I were to guess, it would be that polymerized dragon you mentioned.
My nods in understanding. I see. Which means we should learn more about this dragon before we go and fight the thing. She nods as well.
And I have faith that you can defeat this being, whatever it is. Just be careful and remember that I love you.
Maya nods with a smile. I love you too. He wakes up to see the situation they are in. Drapier knows as well. About time you wake up. Mind helping us? Maya looks over to see the rock dragon stand there menacingly. He's bringing back his Beyonce to face him. Thanks for keeping us safe, Sierra. Now, what can this guy do? It flies towards him, quickly attack, but Mikey punches back while destroying the rock. They cheered on as Mikey brought out his sword. Is that the best you can do? He uses his sword being destroying completely. Attaboy, start a kiss.
You did it!
Maya stands over the pile of rocks proudly. I finally gathered temple to see it was still day. See? It didn't take that long. We did all of that, we can still make it home for dinner. Dragonel has woken up while rubbing his arms. Yeah, whatever. I'm more grateful I made it out in one piece. Maya stops here before they continue forward. Though you have me back there, why must you always feel like you need to protect me? Sierra gives him a strange look.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm just helping a friend out, and it isn't against the law to do that, now is it?
I know that, but you're being more protective than most friends are. I appreciate you care about my well-being, but I need you to...
No, I promised her I would never let another person die on my watch.
Mikey was caught off guard by this.
Here's the thing, I never want to receive that helpless feeling ever again. So I'm going to protect the others with all my might. That will be my purpose.
What are you talking about? She stands there confidently while putting her hand on her chest fiercely.
I would like to be part of your royal guard. Mikey
hears this and begins to laugh. Heck, a lot of things to think about before picking my royal guard members. Why are you thinking about that? She being a little bummed out after hearing him laugh. He lets out the last of it. Though I guess I can still be a part of it. I'll think about it when the time comes. Until then, we should worry about the polarized dragon and Team Magnet. Drapier then comes over with a confident smile. Which leads to our next task. I'll go to the nearby library and see if I can find anything there. I recommend you do the same everywhere else. He then hears Mikey and Dragonel's stomach growl. How about we do that after a good meal? Being your Beyond stage takes a lot out of you. Drapier and Sierra laugh along with them. He demands to fly off. Alright, I'll get a head start then. You guys catch up when you're ready. Until then, stay safe. He flies off as they wait back. You too. And the scene cuts to Team Magnet back in the lab. Pierce is looking at lullaby parts of various beings as Joey and Adriana gag at seeing them.
Can you please take us somewhere that we aren't at right now? I have a weak stomach, you know.
I agree. This is the 6th time I threw up after seeing that. Pearson didn't respond as he laid out some of the blueprints. Can you hold your problems to yourself? I'm busy at the moment. Dardet then came through a door with a paper in his hand. Ah, you're back. That's the plan, I assume? Indeed. It took a while, but I wrote it all down. He hands over with a stern face. Pearson looks over it with a smile. Good. It's only a matter of time before Darky does his part. What does Darky have to do with any of this?
Can we just take the paycheck and leave? I don't want to see any more limbs from lifeless cold bodies. I thought they would be like puppets, but nope.
Oh, shut up. Grow up while you're at it. We wait for Darky and his part of the plan before we go about our attack. Now, Darknut, what is the report of our wizard friend? Actually, sir, Pierce looks surprised. He's already at the island by the forest. Pearson drops his pencil in a hurry. Are you serious? Darknut gave a quick nod. I wouldn't be if I didn't want Team Magnet to succeed. Pearson rushed beside him with an eager expression. Quick, get the airship ready. We haven't a moment to waste. Darknut and the others follow as they head through the door swiftly. And didn't get away from this side. This leads us to Dragnell beyond the phone with someone in his room. No dice, huh? It was Drapier. Unfortunately, no. I searched all day and found nothing. But I'm not giving up yet. There's plenty of places to look left. I think the Memo Library may have something. I remember reading something about a legendary beast there. Thanks for the tip. I'll make sure I head there next. Before I go, I must ask, how are you doing? Dragnell was taken aback by that question. I'm fine. Why wouldn't I be? I'm just wondering if you have those anger thoughts about the others, that's all. I know you've been doing better, but I might as well check up on you. It took me a while before I got better. Dragnell takes that into his thoughts as he hears it. It's getting there. He looks back over to his journal. Little by little, those grudges are going away. It's only a matter of time before I go and make amends with them. I see. Progress is progress, then. Remember that just because they had ill will to you doesn't mean you should be the same back. You'll make amends in time. I believe you can do it. As for me, I'm rooting for you the whole way through. You will get there. Thanks, man. That means a lot to me. Hey, someone's there for me, just doing the same to you. Good luck. I'll meet back with you later. I'll see you then. He cuts off the smile on his face. One step at a time, I'll get there. And hey, may my father will be proud of my success when this is all over. Starkus and I will make a great Star Council. Drapier himself hands up the phone booth with a few books in his hands and an excited look. Eventually, I'll get more information. He looks up to see it was night outside. He began to walk away as the silent night floated around them. He takes another deep breath as he looks around the place. After taking another one, he feels himself choke up as he fails to catch his breath. As his vision begins to look blurry, he looks down to see blood gush out of his body along with purple blade. He then feels his head snap back as Darky stands behind him. He falls to the ground as Darky takes his blade out. Drapier slowly crawls for his life as Darky kneels down to his level. My patience has grown thin. No longer am I given the choice of those ever again. Those who try to save the Shadow King will perish for this point forward. Who is this? He coughs out a lot more blood as he looks back in the sidewalk in terror. Besides, he's in hell now. Soon where you will be. Goodbye. Darky walks away as Drapier takes his last few breaths. Before he does, he feels another hand carry his body. It's all coming together.